we looking today?
It is hot today. We're already seeing temperatures above average, and we'll close to records later today, expecting the high around 97. The yellow is the forecast. The purple is the record. So we are right there tying the record today. Tomorrow, cooler, and then we will see temperatures climb back into the mid and upper 90s quickly on your Friday and Saturday, closer to records than average. But there's another cold front. There are two on the 9-day, and this is the first one. It's moving into Kansas. Behind it, we've had 40s and 50s this morning. That'll be Oklahoma by Friday morning. But right now, we are in the 70s. We're in the 80s. Still a south wind, still hot, still humid. Here comes the front. We're tracking it as it pushes on through. It'll be in the Panhandle this afternoon. Currently, we're dry across Oklahoma, but we will have rain chances as we go through the evening hours and the overnight hours in parts of the state. Metro chances are pretty slim. On our Pike Pass Skycam network, live from Regency, it's been a beautiful start to your day. 78 degrees. South winds are at 5 to 15 miles per hour. It's already 80 in Jones and Midwest City, 80 in Shawnee, up to 81 in Seminole, just updating there, 82 in Guthrie, and we've got 70s and 80s across western Oklahoma. It is thick. It feels more like a late June or early July morning than what we would typically feel in September. 70s, 80s all across the state. And it feels hotter thanks to this. The Gulf moisture is, well, it's plentiful. It is here across Oklahoma, and we've got dew point values in the mid-upper 60s. We'll likely see some 70s down in southern Oklahoma today, which is definitely in the humid category. Winds not quite as strong as what we had yesterday. We're getting some gusts 15 to 20, but any bit of a breeze would help perpetuate any wildfires that were to get started, so please be very careful. We had several fires yesterday. We just don't want to see that same scene. Everything's so dry from the drought that continues. Because of the drought, that's why these temperatures are continuing to be so sweltering as well until we start to get this pattern shift. Cold front moves into the Panhandle this afternoon, but plenty of time to heat up. 101 Ponca, 100 in Ponca, I can read, I promise. 100 in Enid, 97 OKC, 97 in Ardmore, 95 in Altus. Closing in on the record, hour by hour forecast today. We are still in the 90s at 6 p.m., falling into the upper 80s by 8. So here's your chance of rain. I think thunderstorms start to develop around 3, 4 o'clock out in the Panhandle. We'll try to get a few of those to make their way over into Harper County, heading into the evening with a slight chance of rain in far northern Oklahoma. But as that front continues to push on in, it brings in drier air. The humidity drops, temperatures dropping as well, especially for central and northern Oklahoma. Down south, you're still under the impression of that heat dome and staying very hot. We do turn cooler, but the real cold air or chilly air with this system stays around the Great Lakes and up to the northeast, so we don't really get in on that action. We will feel pleasant Friday morning, but we heat back up Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night into Sunday. Here comes front number 2. It will bring us a slight chance of rain, cools us down, and you'll notice it has more of a lasting impact. We get more of that northwesterly flow of the jet stream, and that keeps our temperatures more seasonable heading into next week. That ridge is back to the west quite a bit. But as long as we're under the heat dome, at least now through the start of next week, rainfall chances and rainfall totals, the highest to the north of us. Here in central Oklahoma and really much of the state, we're staying dry. Best chance of rain will be tonight into early tomorrow morning along and north of I-40. I think some scattered showers kind of hug the border of Oklahoma and Kansas, and that chance is at about 40% into tomorrow morning. Temperatures tonight into the 50s and 60s, so it'll be a cooler start for your Thursday. And Thursday is the first official day of fall. Fall officially begins just after 8 p.m. tomorrow. Temperatures feeling closer to average. Up north, it'll be wonderful, 70s, but down to the south, look at your highs, 90s, and then Friday morning, here's the fall feel, 40s and 50s. It'll feel great Friday afternoon, though, a quick rebound, full-blown summertime feel, mid-90s, and your 9-day forecast, upper 90s into your Saturday. Chance of rain on Sunday, early in the morning, we're dry. Fall-like feels here for next week, guys. It'll feel more like late September.